Alright guys, so it's no secret that one of my favorite cages on the market currently is the Artifact Red cage, the non-canted version. I do believe that the canted version, it comes in silver, maybe blue. Could be wrong, don't quote me on that. But I picked up a red cage and also some of these wheels. Now, while I'm not super impressed with the wheels, the crush could be a little bit higher on them. For my taste, the cage itself is exceptional. It's solid aluminum, so it's very quiet when you have some really noisy motors in there. I've run Wolverines in here, I've run the two variants of the Hyperion motors, and I've run the Fang motors. Now the Fang are what I'm using in my Scar build. It's also what my buddy Greg is using in his Scion of the Dark Lord build. I can't help but laugh every time I say that. Now, a full video on that is coming soon, but today we're going to talk about the final bit, the final piece of the puzzle, which is how do we take an Artifact Red cage and make it better, make it even more impressive. Now, Greg's one complaint with his flywheel blasters is, man, the accuracy could be better. He loves his full auto, but now that he has a semi-auto primary, he loves that even more, but he wishes he could be pip pop watching heathens drop. Now, we can make that happen, but we need a little bit of brass. So these brass guides are essentially the same as what a Dr. Snickus cage would be using. Same concept and essentially the same performance from what I understand. I have, like I said, I have not had a Dr. Snickus cage to test, but I'm sure at some point I will be able to go head to head against Drac. Hashtag not a call out, hashtag totally a call out. I will go head to head with the Snickus cage at some point in the future, and we'll see how these perform side by side. But today I'm going to go ahead and show you how to make these brass guides for your cage. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and see before how the cages perform. Then we'll do a nice long sped up version of me cutting these to shape, and then we'll go ahead and see how they perform afterwards. Testing the Artifact Red cage sans brass for accuracy. with the brass. I'll tell you what, the performance speaks for itself. I love these. These are my absolute favorite cages, with or without these wheels. My current setup in my Scar Strife is a red cage, brassed. It has Cyclone wheels, the End War Edition Cyclone wheels. Make no mistakes, I am that extra. And Fang motors, along with a Hooligan Blaster Co. Full auto kit. So with that extra accuracy and the full auto, I can take anybody any day. Let there be no mistakes. That blaster is phenomenal. So hopefully you guys will get a chance to see that in more HVZ footage and in more war footage. That being said, there is an invite in Bowling Green on the 12th of August, which I highly encourage everybody to show up to. Show BG your support if you're an Ohioan, especially. I love the BG community. It's just a great place to be. They have some of the more fun games, in my opinion. One of their themes was the Summer Olympics, and then they had a Star Wars themed game that was just exceptional by all accounts. Exceptional. They even had a bounty hunter board where certain people were worth bounties. It was amazing. So you'll get a chance to see me, see my scars, see my brass artifact red cage down in Bowling Green, and of course the Recon Wars are starting back up on a every other week basis. Every other Saturday at Swan Creek Metro Park. I'll be throwing links in the description box below so that you guys can check those out at your leisure. And of course, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. It really means a lot to me. Check out my Patreon if you want to support me directly. And of course, thanks for watching, guys. Your viewership means the world to me.